night, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me. For a lot of y'all, hold on a second here. Here we go. For a lot of y'all, today is Easter Sunday. You know, you're taking this the first day of the week as the Sabbath, the last day of the week. This is man's versions of the Sabbath. And, you know, I think a lot of people need to rethink this Easter thing. Because, first of all, from Friday to Sunday, it's not 3 days. That's the first and foremost. And I find it interesting that you got people out here wishing you happy Easter, and they scared to speak to you on any other occasion. Isn't that something? You got a lot of people running around right now gonna be talking about happy Easter, and they scared to speak. Tomorrow they won't even speak to you. Tomorrow they won't even look at you. But today they'll pretend that they like you. And this is what's wrong with the church right now. We got too many people pretending church, you know, and they pretending because they only show up for church on Sunday. They don't live church Monday through Saturday. They live church on Sunday, pretending. You see, and these are the people that God are gonna say, I never knew who you were. And you've been faithful with your pretending. And God ain't gonna even know who you are because he's not gonna accept your lukewarm service. What's going on, Tanya? Happy Sunday to you. So, you know, we have an obligation to seek out the truth. And for too long, you know, we've been going along to get along. See, people don't want to embrace truth because sometimes it's controversial. Sometimes it rocks the boat. Sometimes truth is very uncomfortable. And a lot of people don't want to be uncomfortable. You see, so they'll just go along to get along. See, it's easy for people to go along with the tradition of an Easter egg hunt. Red said, wait a minute. Rabbit don't lay no chicken eggs. Why am I celebrating a rabbit with chicken eggs? That's against nature. Because the Bible say, you know, what God created can produce after itself. Wow, wow, wow. What God created can produce after itself. And if it can't produce after itself, it's not God made. Well, geez, man, that foster care system is no joke. There's a there's a lot of child abuse, a lot of sexual abuse in that foster care system. And anybody that has been caught up in that system and they made it out without being violated, man, I take my hat off to them. Because you got some people that's straight up abusing folk. Okay? Thank you, Maggie. I know it's corrupt. I know it's corrupt. I know it's corrupt. And these are children that can't defend themselves, that don't really know their rights, and they've been abused and misused, tortured in some cases. So we need to kind of be vigilant about that, about what's going on. And that helicopter mighty low, man. That joint mighty low. That's the only thing that can fly over DC. It's helicopters. Ain't no planes. Planes can't fly over the District of Columbia. But you hear helicopters 24/7. You know, we ain't but 10 square miles. And, you know, when somebody commit a crime in the DC, man, at night, helicopter up in the sky with the lights down. Yeah, that's you know, that's the only thing that can fly over DC is helicopters. Only thing, you know. Cause we are a, and see, you know, they've been trying to get statehood for DC, and statehood is a waste of time for DC. If they made Washington D.C. the citizens of D.C. didn't have to pay federal income taxes, you wouldn't have a place to live in Washington, D.C. People would be renting out rooms just to get that. That's how I mean it would be mayhem if you didn't have to pay taxes in Washington, D.C. See, that would be a city of the rich, because those are the only ones that could afford it. You see, and the workers and the people, they'd be pushed out to Maryland and Virginia. That's what they need, and probably what they will end up doing with Washington, D.C. Is saying that, you know, if you're a citizen of the District of Columbia, you don't have to pay any federal income taxes. Everybody will be here. Everybody will be trying to move it down. I don't care how unsafe they think it is. And see, and that's one of the ideas that I would take over reparations. I would rather not have to pay federal income taxes than to get a lump sum payment in reparations. I'm serious. I would rather not pay federal income taxes than to receive reparation as my. I would take that in lieu of a payment for reparations if I ain't had to pay federal income taxes. And see, and see, and that idea uncomplicates how the federal government is going to disperse some money. Now you don't have to. You don't have to disperse out any money. You see, so that cuts down on a lot of confusion. And I'm gonna tell you, if the federal government said black people didn't have to pay federal income taxes, man, you would have a lot of white people that have been passing as white. All of a sudden, now they will claim their blackness. If they didn't have to pay federal income tax, they're gonna claim their blackness. And they've been white all this time. See, that's the dilemma that and even with reparations, see, you're gonna still have some white people uh, um, to do that. Okay? Hey, listen, y'all. I'm going down to the White House today. I'm gonna go early. And well, again, we got to figure out some different methods, some different ideas. This is how people get hooked and get reeled in to a lot of stuff. Now, I've been in DC 48 years, and I have yet to see anybody be able to come in here and make a change in this system, in this city, because enemies eat off the same plate in Washington, D.C., and know they're enemies. They eat off the same plate, okay? And what people are doing is they are appealing to your fears. And that's what you're supporting. That's why you're supporting them, because they are expressing what you fear. See, a lot of people fear immigration. So now you got people say, build a wall. And the people that are afraid of immigration are now pouring money into the person that's saying, build a wall. Let's close off our border. See, now they are voicing other people's fears. And so people will finance folk that are voicing their fears. But isn't it interesting? Nobody will finance what you are in favor of. What you support, what's positive, but they'll support fear. And this is what's keeping us divided. Fear is what's keeping us divided because we're afraid of each other. We don't even want to. People are so afraid now, they don't even want to give a person a chance to mess up. They automatically assume they gonna mess up. And so oh, you gonna mess up anyway. You ain't gonna do right, so ain't no sense in me even trying to get behind this idea. I agree with you, true conductor, but I don't think you should be able to come out and sit on the street and get some money for a positive idea. It should not be that easy. And you got the answer, true conductor. I give you credit. You do have the answer. But I don't think it should be that easy for you. I don't think that, you the hours that you put in, that, you're asking for too much. You're just asking for too much. This is how people think. And in the meantime, ain't none of us safe. Ain't none of us safe. Nobody else is putting any solutions on the table. Nobody else have any answers. I got the answer. You agree with my answer. But I can't help you get on your feet, sir. I can't help you get on your feet. You got to do that by yourself. So you got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. That's your message. You got to figure out how you going to get it out. I don't think I should have to help you get out a positive message. And that's what people tell me every day. I don't think I should be the one helping you get out a positive message. I'm supposed to do all of this by myself. And people won't even help with something that's positive. And you can look at my track record, man. I ain't got nothing. You can go through my social media. And you can see I've always tried to stand up for what's right. So now all of a sudden, I'm going to do something wrong when all my life I've been standing up for what's right. And now you think I'm going to jeopardize all of that and do something stupid? Come on, man, give me a break. Give me a break. And at least I'm trying to bring people together. See, y'all just looking at race and politics. What about the folk in divorce court? What about the people in child support court? What about the people in probate court? They won't even speak to each other. And these are families that won't even speak to each other. Rich and poor that won't even speak to each other. See, we're not addressing that because we're just looking at race and politics. And we have so many other issues that when we pour race and politics on top of it, now you got a lethal explosion. Every day, man, somebody's quarreling over child support. Every day, somebody is in divorce court. Every day, some family members are fighting over probate court. Every day. Every day. And we ain't addressing it. We ain't talking about it. You see, we ain't talking about it. And these are the kind of things, the conversations we need to have. But unfortunately, people don't think it's important. They just don't think it's important. Because if they did, they would do something about it. And they're not. You see, so we all got a part to play. We all got a part to play, man. This is not something. Well, the Bible say money has the answer to all things. The love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? The love of money is the root of all evil. But money has the answer for all things. And what's the one thing people out here trying to get? Money. That's what they trying to do. Get some money. Any way they can. And if it means me hanging up my law license to open up an OnlyFans page because I can make more money, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, look at how all of these kids that I didn't even look at the video, man. I saw where this girl, yeah, the Bible say that. Bible, I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly where. I'll tell you exactly. It's in Ecclesiastes. Um, I'll tell you exactly where it is. It is Ecclesiastes 10:19. Man, I should play that number today. That is a real good friend of mine's birthday. Damn. Wow. That's what it is. Ecclesiastes 10:19. Um, wow. Well, I hope she's doing well. Good friend of mine's birthday. That it is right there. So people that and see, this is the sad part. People with money sitting on the sidelines, watching, thinking they safe, and they not. People with money ain't safe, because you're going to have to come out. You can't be a hermit. You can't live in your house forever. You're going to have to go to the store. You're going to have to go to the gas station. You're going to have to go to the cleaners. You're going to have to do something that's going to put you among people. And when you get among people, at any moment, at any time, somebody can snap. Somebody can snap today on Easter Sunday and kill up a bunch of people. And here folk are out celebrating, not thinking that this, you know, they got a video out of this guy who created Cash App, how he got stabbed, and he was walking around asking for help, and nobody would help him. Can you imagine that, man? I mean, think about that for a minute. You crying out for help, and won't nobody come to your aid. Won't nobody help you. That's how afraid people are. They hear your cries, man. They hear your distress, and they are afraid to come to your aid. I mean, think about that for a minute. How would you like to be in that situation? Somebody's attacking you, and you're crying out for help, and won't nobody come. You know how lonely that feels? Do you know? I mean, just think about that for a minute, man. You're getting stabbed, and you're asking for somebody to help you, and you're rich, and won't nobody come to your aid. Won't nobody come to your aid. And this ain't in the ghetto, y'all. This ain't in the inner city. This is in an upscale neighborhood, and nobody would come to your aid. Can you imagine the feeling? And you got to die knowing nobody would come to your aid. You know, they say there are moments when your life flashed before you. I mean, can you imagine what was going through his mind? I mean, think about that, man. You crying out for help, and won't nobody lift a finger. You crying out for help, and nobody would lift a finger. And see, and my question is, how many times, man, have he heard people cry out for help and ignore them? Ignore them. How many times did he see people crying out for help and ignore them? And now you need help, and you get ignored. The Bible say you reap what you sow. So surely, if he had been a person, a compassionate, helpful person, somebody would have came to his aid. There would have been an angel right there watching over him. And see, a lot of y'all don't even think you don't have no angels watching over you. See, a lot of y'all don't even believe that because you don't pay attention to your daily lifestyle. Listen, y'all, about 25 minutes. This is about good for Easter Sunday. Let me get ready and go down to the White House. Got me another day in the room. Got me another day. So, and sometimes you have to take it one day at a time. Tried to squeeze out me 2 days, but it wouldn't accept my car. It wouldn't accept it. I said, give me the one, and I'll be back tomorrow. And if I have to keep going day to day, I don't mind. As long as I ain't sleeping in my car, my pride ain't gonna hurt me. If I just got to go day to day, I would like to. And they sent me an email, man. I get a hell of a discount. I ain't got, I just keep going. I can't take advantage. Sorry. I'll get you the next time. Right now, I got to go with what I can get. Okay? So, anyway, man, I see y'all. I'm out.